Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Thomas, Denelvis, Gary, Zach, how's it going today, guys? And as you can tell by the stream title, yeah, finally, Governor Tom Wolf issued a stay-at-home order for all of 67 Pennsylvania counties. So, yeah, I've got nothing else to do, so let's go ahead and do some trucking. And as you can see, we are out in the International LT today. We are running the beta for this truck, and underneath the hood, I never ran this until we got the beta, and we are running the A26. So that is the engine, the international, let's say, company engine, if you will, and we are running at 475 horsepower, 1,700 pounds worth of foot torque. Chevius Arc, how is it going today, guys? And right now we are sitting up in Gallup, New Mexico. First run today is going to be going over to the FedRex in Roswell. We've got used packaging on the back of the wagon. So without any further waiting, let's climb into the truck, get her fired up, and let's get moving. Yeah, Mesilla Valley Transportation is headquartered in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So, I mean, you could say it's local in the game itself. They are one of the largest West Coast carriers. Hey, Stefan, how's it going today?
Turn left.
All the pictures that I found, Gary, they're not running any hub covers or anything like that unless they recently changed. Oh yeah, they do have the authority to run the lower 48, but they are a quote-unquote West Coast carrier. And 1 second here, I'm going to change my TrackIR settings. I lowered the speed on it, it's just a little bit too slow. So I just got to hop out of game here. Alright, there we go, that's better. Right now what I'm running, Omar, is just the sounds that come with the truck. We're running the A26 engine today. You might want to check your settings then, Stefan, because, I mean, I'm seeing the game fine. As I said, Gary, I looked at pictures on YouTube. None of the pictures had any wheel covers of any kind. Now, some of the pictures did have the aero covers for the drives, but nothing on the steers. Hey, Anthony, I am doing good. How about you today? well, basically that's pretty much all you're going to see on the road anymore. Over half the states, I think it's 34 now, have stay-at-home orders. I know Florida went to stay-at-home today. Then Pennsylvania went full stay-at-home, even though as of yesterday, 33 counties were under it. Today, it's the whole state. You get in those states, it's basically essential travel, well, essential things that you're allowed to go out for, doctor appointments, grocery shopping, things like that. But like for traveling and things like that, no, forget it. You are allowed to go out and exercise. So like going for a run, taking the dog for a walk, I mean, you're able to do that. No idea, Thomas. I don't have the truck. That is a lot of dry milk. Oh no, truck drivers are not gonna, I mean, without truck drivers, this country is gonna be out of food in less than a week. And I don't see them stopping any truck drivers as long as you're hauling stuff to, like, for grocery stores and things like that. You don't even need to abide by hours of service. Oh, I've been like that before, Gary. Literally sitting at a shipper for 8 hours before I even get called into a door. And that was bad. I know my brother was heading back to California. I'm not sure if he made it there as of yet, but no idea what he's doing afterwards. last year, I think it was August, there was a oversized load going through Pennsylvania, and the funny part was he's on a U.S. route, so he was on 219 heading north. And the funny part was this driver was such an ass. He thought he owned the road, and he literally ran a car off the road because he would not move over. It was nasty. Hey George, how's it going? It's already confirmed, George, as being the anthem. Oh, it only took him a half mile to stop. I mean, since he basically started moving over on a car, the car hit his trailer and part of the load. It took him a half mile to stop, and he was going 10 miles an hour. And I don't think he knew the car hit him. SCS hasn't said the anthem as of yet, George, but when the beta started, there were dev files for the Mac anthem. Last year's, one of the blogs near the end of the year showed a sound recording of the Mac anthem itself, and then also during a beta update, like 2 updates ago, they mentioned the Mac anthem specifically for engine fixes. Brenton, how's it going today? A lot of people like it, others hate it. Same way with the interior with the gauge cluster. Some people love it, other people say it looks horrendous. take a picture, Gary, and drop it onto like a image hosting website, and then you can send me the link. My email is underneath the about of the page. You just got to do a couple of clicks in order to get it.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right.
That's because the trucks are expensive as could be, George. They're quite a bit more expensive than, say, a 579, a T680, and a Cascadia.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right.
Hey, Junior, how's it going today? We'll find out once the truck gets released. Yeah, I knew we had a Anthem wrecker. I've seen pictures of it. I'm not sure if I've seen it on the show yet, but then it's not something I normally watch either. I would imagine we'll get toll roads once we get east of the Mississippi, as that's where the majority of them are. No idea, George. Well, I'm running the 826 475. It sounds a lot better than what it was. The X15s, the engine sounds fine itself. The engine brake, however, I mean, forget it. It needs to be louder, and I'm not sure if Gallimum is going to make it louder.
Turn left.
Geez, I was trying to time that so I can get between there, but that's alright. If you want to stop, I'll go right in front of you.
Make a U-turn.
Oh yeah, there is a ton of triples on the turnpike. It's just too quiet, George, is what it is. And even with the window open, you can barely hear it. I mean, I'm sorry, but you put a window open even on a grass burner, you are going to notice the engine brake. the engine brake on this A26, the X15 is about half of that volume with the windows down. So yeah, it's quite low. Right now, Junior, I know my local Perkins is closed. I have no idea if other ones are open for takeout and I don't have IHOPs around me. We'll see what happens when we get to Florida, George. And what do you mean, Gary? There's probably just too much coding involved in order to add. I mean, I know here in Pennsylvania, there are specific state troopers who are trained for carrier enforcement, although I don't know how many there are. Yeah, you do see them around, but most of the carrier enforcement here in Pennsylvania, they run around in a van. Yeah, that is a different one, Gary.
Continue straight.
The only thing I wouldn't trust on carrier enforcement from the states, especially if they have portable scales, I would be asking when the scales were last calibrated.
Continue straight.
And now if we can get the reefer sounds, steel decking sounds, and there's more ambient sounds that need to be added, train horns, for example. We may not get them with the first iteration of 137, but I'm sure they're going to keep updating things. If I remember, you're in a W990, Gary?
Use the right lane, then turn right.
I know I'm gonna drop off Mesilla Valley Transportation after this run. One thing that I am gonna do, there was a mod that was released yesterday. The only downside with it is an FPS eater when the headlights are on, so I may only run that during the day. So but we're gonna go ahead. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a heavy haul or what I'm gonna be doing as of yet, but you guys will see what we're gonna do here once I get the mod set up.
Turn right. Arrived.
Alright, so I do gotta hop out of game here. Let me just save this. Alright, I'm gonna hop to my mod manager. This is gonna be very, very simple. Alright, we're gonna drop the trailer because we're not gonna be using that. And of course, where we're gonna, I don't have those discovered up there, and I'm not going to California, so yeah, Utah. Alright, so it really doesn't matter. So it is gonna be the Lone Star here, but take a look right here. Once I get this all set up, you guys are gonna know exactly what this is. Now, there isn't a skin for this as of yet, but we're pretty much gonna deck this out. I'm just gonna leave it black. But check this out right here. Ah, wrong one. This is what we need right there. There we go, and then we'll put some these headlights on here. Yeah, we're doing a Harley Davidson truck today. Alright, and door handles, of course, we gotta do chrome. Now, there is one problem with this, as I mentioned. It is basically a FPS killer when the headlights are on, so yeah. Alright, what I just put on was these lights right here. And let's go ahead and put some, whoop, wrong one. We need this here, back of cab chrome. There we go. Yeah, so basically there are LEDs all over this, so that is what is eating the FPS. And if they can optimize the lighting, this will be badass. And what I am going to do on this is, I'm not sure what loads I'm going to be running yet, but it's going to be something interesting. We are definitely going to be working the engine. All right, so I think I got the outside. Nope, forgot these right here. And we'll do these. Now, you are able to put mirror blinkers on this. I'm not going to. No slots for horns or anything like that. We're going to go to the interior here. Oh, yeah, that's already set up. All right, we're good right there. And we're also not going to have an air horn either. Oh, right now, I know what I need to do. I need my air horn was not air horn's not gonna work. City horn was working earlier. I may need to drop the LT out of here. All right, we should be good right like that, hopefully. If not, no big deal. We just won't have a horn. And we got reset back to our Las Cruces. Yeah, no horns at all. Alright, but one thing that I do need to do is we're dropping all this basically and downwards here. Cummins N14. Alright, and let's just take a look here. I don't need no stinking beacons, that's for sure. I forgot there's none of these here, but so we may have to change our destination, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and work the hell out of this truck. No, it is not, Gary. Hood mirrors are not required. Yeah, I am not doing that. Let's. We're just gonna run across 40 on this first one, so we'll have to get
Begin
ourselves
route
over to
navigation.
Kingman.
Recalculating.
Yeah, I'm not. As I said, I'm not gonna worry about beacons on this or anything.
Begin route navigation.
In most cases, I mean, train horns are not a necessity, that's driver preference. And owner-operators do it, but they are extremely loud, so and they basically have to put a air tank just for the train horns. Apparently there's an air horn replacement mod on the workshop. No idea how good it is, haven't tried it or downloaded it. as I mentioned, when you start to put on all the lights on this truck, I was running from Salt Lake City to Elko earlier today. And I got just past the Utah tree, middle of the daylight. I'm running 130 FPS out there, not a whole lot to render. I turned on my headlights and FPS tanked down to the 80s. So, I mean, the one light pack mod that is out there does the exact same thing, and not everything needs to be LED. Roger that. I'm running the N14 by Robin Ickes. The only thing I do not like about his mods, you roll the window down a crack and you get blasted with sound. It's not realistic at all. He needs to have a little bit more variation in there. Hey Carson, what's up today? As far as I know, Brenton, all the GTM trucks have been updated for 137. And most of that GTM team, with the exception, I mean, they're basically all SES employees now. And Nat Vander Sissel, Wolfie, I believe, is still, he's a beta tester, but most of the guys from that team are now SES employees. We're hanging in there, and thank goodness I went out yesterday, because yeah, we are now under stay-at-home orders, so basically no running around unless you absolutely need to go out, and it needs to be for essential things only. I'm sure it eventually will, Harvin. He is a beta tester, so he is extremely busy. I'm sure it will get updated. Now, the Mac Anthem mod, I'm going to say that is going to die since SES is releasing the Anthem on their own. I'm doing special transport today, Carson, meaning I'm over length and over width, and I need a police escort, which means basically I'm going at 40 miles an hour. I cannot go around that cop in front of me. I've got another escort vehicle behind me. Yeah, there's the one behind me there. We are running the Harley edition of the Lone Star today. Well, he does have the first part of his engine mod done, George, but I am not running it. I have it downloaded, but it is causing a whole bunch of issues. Yeah, we're gonna fix this right here very quickly. The question is, don't know if Harvin is going to maintain the Anthem mod. That's the question. Hey, Dayon, how's it going? Why are so many people against the Lone Star? Because it looks like a PT Cruiser on steroids. looks like we got another accident. What the heck is up with the AI today? I gotta take a look at what's going. Oh my goodness, Bus! How the heck did you run up on that car? That is correct, George. More than likely, we'll be getting a day cab, a mid-roof, and then the stand-up. No city horn. Before you start backing. Well, if you're running an M-Drive transmission with the MP8 engine, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, as that is what that signifies. It's what's called a massive tech part. Hopefully those will be coming later this year. We were already to Roswell. I'm not going to be going back there. We've already ran 40. Let's just see what's here. I know they haven't added, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take our food tanker.
Beginning navigation.
All right, and I believe they fixed the light mask on this. Nope, not yet. They haven't. All right, but let's go ahead and pull this around and let's see. Oh, they got rid of it again. No loads anywhere. All right. Bye-bye trailer. That I am not sure, Shavius, but let's see, what else do we got here for like heavy haul? Run a bulldozer up to Provo? I guess we can do that.
Beginning route navigation.
Oh, is this the one that's way the hell out of town? Yeah, it is. We're just gonna quick travel over there. Yeah, I'm not sure why they call this Kingman. It's Flagstaff. It's more Kingman than anything else, I would think.
Route navigation.
Oh, that I can agree on. The Tesla is butt ugly. Most of the time I don't have any drivers. On this profile there are 2 of them, but I'll be honest, this is more of a mod testing profile than anything else. So why I even have them on here, I'm not sure. No, Tesla is not in the game. And I mean, it may be added. If it does, I will be run that one that will never run it. I'm gonna say, even though the 4900 is made, I think it's gonna be more the 5700 that we get. yeah, there is a mod for it, and I have never ran it, never even tried it. The truck just does not interest me. It is not trucking, I'm sorry. And basically it's a battery box on wheels. No point in sitting behind the AI, especially when we can turn right on red. I'm curious if we're ever going to get Xeon headlights in the game. And they have them in ATS. I believe they're on the Range T, but don't quote me on that. If not the Range T, definitely the MAN TGX Euro 6. I believe they're on there too. Hey, Speedy, that's like the best description ever of the Tesla Semi. Javi, great to see you. I am doing awesome like a possum. Hey, we're on a stay-at-home order, basically a lockdown, and it's not too bad. The only problem is I am running out of food, so next week I do need to go grocery shopping. And what do you guys think of Walmart only having aisles going one way? Is it good? Is it bad? Saying that I have light blue eyes, Carson, yes, because literally they blind me. I am divorced, Carson, but yes, I do have a 17-year-old. I'm not. We get along better now than we did when we were married. Unreconcilable differences, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right. Take the
I will say this though, when the ex and I were living together, I could not keep a computer running. I mean, it would be blowing motherboards left and right, power supply oozing this kind of sticky glue or whatnot. But the moment I get away from her and I haven't had any computer problems since I left the house. It's like, okay, what the hell's going on here? That doesn't make any sense. No, the funny part was she never had any computer problems, none whatsoever. Me, on the other hand, I couldn't keep a computer running more than a month at a time. Whoops, didn't mean to take that out. Nope, and I've never been able to figure it out. The only thing that I can think of was it was something about her aura or whatever you want to call it. It's like if back when, I mean, we're talking back in the 90s and early 2000s where we lived, there really wasn't broadband internet like there is today. And if she was not in the same room and our internet through dial-up, it would disconnect every 5 minutes. If she wasn't home, I had absolutely no issues with the internet whatsoever. I mean, so it just dumbfounds me of what was going on. Whoops, I kind of sideswiped a car there. That's what you get for being in my blind spot. Alright, stay on the road, Coda. Yeah, I need to watch where I go into that drive-by view, because 9 times out of 10, I cannot keep the truck straight. Only with mods can you do that. The majority of mods are free. There are some that are paid. All the car mods that I've seen have been free. I do not, Carson. And the whole point of my streams really is what you guys are seeing is me being the driver looking at what he would see. It's not about showing face or anything else like that. It's to get the perspective of a truck driver. Others will have cameras all over their rig and whatnot. My channel is not about that. It's just like I don't accept any donations. I don't want your guys' money or anything like that. You're not going to be paying for a sim rig. You're not going to be paying $600 to upgrade my pedals or things along that nature. It just doesn't happen here. Probably gonna go about 2 hours and call it quits. And right now we're at an hour and a half. So once we get up here to Provo and get this dropped off, probably one more run, maybe two, depending on distance. Four. Hey Miles, how's it going today? Your lane, Coda. Stop lane surfing. You cannot. If you are speeding, however, you do get a ticket if you get caught. Yep, I have. I never got a speeding ticket though, but I have been warned. It probably didn't help matters that after I got pulled over like 5 minutes later, it just started pouring. Take care, Carson. Alright, what do we got here? That's short. Let's check the regular freight market here. Thought there were some oil fields out here. Oh, there isn't. That's price. Let's see if do we got any crude oil? Nope. Let's check Vernal. Yeah, price to Portland is the only one that is way too long. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? He didn't say to take a set of triples down to Moab. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Begin route navigation. Continue straight.
Oh, what do you know? I'm in the wrong lane. $73,000. This thing is pulling like a freaking wet paper towel. Especially with an engine, 600 horsepower, 2050 on the torque, and it's like it has no get up and go whatsoever. 122. This load weighs 73. That would mean the truck is 45 to 50,000 pounds. That does not seem right whatsoever. No amount of horn is going to fix this. Wow, price is like Bear Central today. AI is going to wait to see 10 miles before they pull out. There was enough of a gap there, or we jumped out. I mean, they need to really fix the AI in the game. I mean, that's the worst part of it. Alright, and we are going to call it quits here for this evening. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. I haven't said this in a while, but if you're already not subscribed, help the channel grow by clicking that red subscribe button. Have a great rest of your Wednesday evenings. See you, and yeah, there we go. Trying to screw up and cannot talk again. Have a great rest of your evenings. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you guys on the flip flop.